Peace and blessings, family. We are live. Why are we live? We are live today, family, because we have something that we want to share with the people. Okay? And because we want to share it with you, and it's not something as it pertains to the resurrection class. Well, it is a part of the resurrection class, but we're not going over any steps today. And for those of you who don't know, this is your brother Yaya. We're buried in a shallow grave. And we, family. So, first of all, thank you all for always tuning in, always showing up, always liking my videos, always sharing, always subscribing, always helping your brother to become the best at what I do. Let me give you one thing. So I'm in my man cave. I'm in my man cave right now, and my son is in the next room, and he's asleep. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do what we do and do it the best that we know how without waking up my son. How about that? Okay. So thank you all, family, for tuning in. I dropped my spoon. And for those of you who want to know what I'm doing, this is warm honey, raw honey. And if I could just find this right here, I'll have to go get the name of this one. But this is some natural stuff my wife has me taking. And I like it. It's very good. And I will have that answer for you in a few on what it is exactly. But what we're going to do, family, peace and welcome to you. I thank you all for showing up. But before I get into what we do, let me just tell you the backstory. So I've been singing since the time my mother says I started singing at 7 years old is when she noticed. But I believe that I've been singing since the day I knew I could sing a song. And I mean not just sing a song. From the time I knew how to put the words together to make the melody come out, your brother has been singing. And I'm sure there are some people out there just like me who have a passion for music. And I was thinking, I said, what do I want to talk about today? As it pertains to, the class. What do I want to do? And I knew as far as the steps that I wanted to take as far as the next class, but I didn't really want to go in that direction. I felt the tug. And like I say, I've been singing all my life, and I was thinking, since I create everything that I do, from my videos to my music to my beats, I have a method of creating them. And I've learned how to operate these different apps over the years, as I'm sure you have. Oh, I hear my son. Give me a second. So with that being said, I was a part of a rap group years and years ago. I enjoyed the run that I had. I explained it a little bit in my first book. And this book is called Buried in the Shallow Grave, How to Rise in a World Designed to Keep Us Down. I talk about this rap group that I was in, and just the motivation that I got from those who were in the group, the ups and downs of being a part of that industry, what I noticed as I was going through it. I talk about that a little bit in my first ebook. Excuse me. But anyway, the reason I'm drinking this warm water and raw honey and this natural herb that my wife has got me, and I don't know how to pronounce it, and I have to go read it out for you, is because I made a decision that I wanted to get back into music. And I talk about why, I just wasn't doing the music in the first place. And since I am, I have a voice, I'm able to write music. I've always been gifted in that area. And Almighty God Allah has not taken it from me. And I'm not seeking the glory of this world. I'm building systems of my own. Since I create everything that I do, why not, start creating my own music and delivering a message through my music? Because I sit around all the time, and whether I'm at work or I'm, in the shower or wherever I am, I'm always coming up with these different songs about, the teachings and what I learned from the teachings and who gave me the teachings, right? But I haven't, yet to take anything serious. So I said, okay, well, I have a resurrection class who would want to know those types of things. And I said to myself, well, why not show them why, Chat GPT is such a powerful model to use when you're doing anything like making music or, anything that you do. It's a good system. So anyway, peace and welcome, family. To everybody tuning in today, this ain't just another live. This is documentation of transformation. Documentation of transformation. Give me 1 second. Okay. Documentation of transformation. And since I'm the one talking about building systems and transforming, opting out of old systems and into new systems, then I now want to show you how one way you can go about doing that. Okay? I'm staying on all day to show you something powerful. And I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to share my screen so that you're able to see the documentation. And when you partner with purpose, with discipline, and with system guidance, you don't need to wait for the world to catch you. You can build your own world. You understand? And today I'm going to show you how to use Chat GPT. How to use it, not just as some toy. I'm going to show you how to use it as a system builder, not just as a search tool, but it will provide you the information that you need to be your own search tool. Okay? I'm going to let chat teach me how to record music, just to show you how good this system builder would work in your business. And then later on down the line, we'll move on into how I can help you create the proper prompts that you would need to get the proper results that you need from chat. Step by step. From what app to use to how to lay my vocals. I don't know any of this, y'all. I've always went to somebody else's studio. So, and not to say that that's a bad thing, going to somebody else's studio, but imagine the wear and tear on me, on them, on so many different things just to get it right when I could figure out how to do it for myself. If I were not so dependent on others, then I could use the same formula to do this, to get the same results or even better. Okay? We're going to let chat teach us how to export it and even how to copyright it, which I already know how to do because of chat, actually. But so stay locked in, take notes, and watch me document the system live. We're not just consuming anymore, we're constructing something. And as a good teacher, I need to be a good student of what I'm doing. And as I was thinking yesterday, I've always wanted to approach leadership as a student of what I'm doing, because when I come as a student, I feel valuable. I feel like there are how many other people around me that are learning as well, that I feel more in touch with as a student versus me always coming off as the teacher. So just stay locked in, take notes, watch your brother, and we're going to make this thing work. So what I did, phase one, I said, chat, teach me how to record music. I didn't say it like that, but basically that's what I said. Chat, teach me how to record music. And chat said, let's start here with your request, how to learn to record your own music. And it told me it was the beginner-friendly system, okay? So it told me to choose my app. It said choose your app. So I'm going to choose BandLab, because BandLab is something one of my brothers, shout out Ink Me Tez. I think you can also find your brother on YouTube at Ink Me Tez. But he taught me this. So I'm going to run with what my brother said. I'm going to grab BandLab. Okay? And I will load up everything to share with you and show you. But I have to sign up, and it won't take long, because it looks like I just need to create. I think I use that. Almost finished. How about that? Okay. He needed a few little things, information that I can't share with you. But anyway, I will share it in a minute. I mean, it's not like you could do anything with this, but plus I don't keep personal information on devices like this. It's silly. Now it's asking me, am I a vocalist, a DJ, a beat maker? It's asking me, am I a songwriter? Well, yes, I'm a songwriter, but I'm a couple of things, right? I sing and I'm a songwriter. Okay, it'll let me do a couple. All right. Pick your favorite genre. I would say hip hop, R&B, and soul. I would say reggaeton. I would say I like classical, but certain kind of classical. And that's pretty much all I see. So I'm gonna keep going. Right? Who inspires you? Oh, that's a good question. Maxwell. That will inspire me. Period. Music Soul Child. Now this is Brand Lab. I'm gonna share this with you in a minute. I'm gonna share my screen so that you can enjoy seeing what I see. I'm just adding a few things in. I'm gonna say indie, Ivory. They don't even have her on here. Wow. What's the last spell her name? India. There she is. Okay. I'm gonna stay with that. Okay. Now it took me over here, which I don't want to be. What is this? Okay. Now it's gonna let me go in here. New project. Okay. Now I don't know how well this is gonna go. So it says about okay. I'll allow that. All right, family. Now what I'll do is I don't know why I did this. I think I was gonna. But anyway, I'll get rid of this screen. And then I'll bring my band lab in. Bring that in. Yep. And now what I can do is share it with you. But before we get into that, I'm going to share a couple of videos with you as well. Because even though we're not having one of our regular pods, our podcasts or our lives, I still want to share some things of knowledge with you. And one of them, a couple of them I always share, and I probably always will, because it's what we represent right here. So here's the first one.
You gotta have your own. It must be ours. That's why the Palestinians are in such bad shape. They'll never be free under that system. Never. Anytime somebody can cut off your water, cut off your electricity, cut off your food, not free. So all of us that live in America, we're living somewhere if we don't control the land. In the big city, they got highways running around the city that allow them access to you. They can bring you food or they can keep you from getting it. Just like they're trying to do with the Palestinians. They can cut off our water, our electricity, and they will do it. Now, if You don't control the water that comes in your community. And you
All praises due to Allah. Moving, moving right along, I want you to kind of see as I move forward with chat, okay? And I'm gonna let you hear what she's saying. He actually, in this case, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, chat, we're going to update our conversation to this page. We are talking about MATLAB, and we are running that live. So I just put a couple of things in here, and he's updated the whole thing right here to a fresh page. That way I don't get confused in what I do. Now, although I'm not going to show you, which I probably will right now, the chat page, I'm going to let you hear what he's got me doing.
We're now updated and locked in on this new page. BandLab Live Music System build. Here's what we'll organize and develop on this thread. Live session context. You're going live to show how to use BandLab as a full music system. Learn and teach at the same time. Real-time documentation. Show how Chat GPT helps build the system around BandLab. Keep followers inspired through the Resurrection class theme and live learning. What will we'll build out together? 1. Step-by-step setup of BandLab, account, dog access, mobile desktop sync. 2. Beat creation, preloaded or original. 3. Voice recording guide, mic access, filters, auto pitch FX. 4. Hook and verse layout, songwriting with flow. 5. Publishing, mixing, and mastering steps. 6. Distribution options for BandLab, SoundCloud, YouTube Shorts, TikTok ideas. 7. File saving, exporting, and reuse system for Resurrection class content and skits. 8. Brand overlay strategy, how to tag your music to your movement. 9. How to build a free EP using only BandLab and promo it with Facebook, YouTube, Gumroad, etc. Strategy behind the live. You're not just making music, you're building a self-sufficient system, a content loop. Music, skit, merch, ebook, back to music. A way for others to see what's possible when they stop waiting and start building. And you're doing it live, raw, real time. Would you like the first script block to read out loud on the live for your intro? Something like, live intro sample. Welcome to the Resurrection Lab. Today we're not just making music, we're building a system that anyone with a phone and a message can use. I'm Brother Yahya, and I'm about to show you how to turn an idea into a record into a product, and a product into a movement using nothing but BandLab, my phone, and my God-given voice. Let's build this thing together and document every step of it.
What we're doing right now,
or build from Got It, Brother Yahya.
What we're doing right now is we built a relationship. And that relationship pretty much has taken us, and I wish you would stop doing that so I can share this with you. I want to share it with you. And it wants me to do that. Let's see. Okay. This is not going to be easy. tell you why, but I guess I could do this. Let's see. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but that's okay. We thought about it now. We thought about it now. Okay. So now you can see what I've got going on. And what I'm going to do now is move right along. Sometimes with chat, I won't even ask anything. I'll take a picture and just load it on. It's a lot faster, especially when chat already knows exactly what I need and want to say. Um, so what I want to do now. Okay, I've got BandLab loaded. I'm looking at the front page of BandLab, the welcome start lesson. Where do we start? Okay, so the first step, it says you should see something like create. I do see something like create. And it says import audio voice. Let me see if I can just widen mine out now that it's not going to be a big bother. And why it's not over here on this side, I have no idea. But I tell you what, let me see if I can import another one. Cool. Y'all okay with that? Because you want to see it over here on the YouTube side. Let's see. There it is. Okay. We're adding a new source. Okay. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Okay, family. Now I got you over here where you can see. And how I'm going to adjust this for you is, I do believe I'm going to widen this one out. Well, I may not be able to. Might say, man, you ain't going no further than that, man. Yep, that's what it's saying. Okay, so you won't be able to see me right now, okay? Well, you could, but how about don't worry about it? How about you just put me? I think I can work it out. I want you to see it, and I want you to see me while I'm doing it. This is gonna be awesome because what I'm doing, family, is I don't know anything about how to record myself. I don't know anything about that. That's not my expertise at all. Okay? And we'll leave my book showing down there. How's that? Boom. Okay. So now that we had it out of the way, I can move right in. I can move this. I can make it larger. And now I can actually deal with what chat's trying to relay to me. And chat's telling me, let's get into it. you should see something like create, import audio, voice, BandLab sounds, mastering. Let's see if I see all of that. I hear her, but I like to listen with my eyes. Okay, I do see the create. We're going to click create. Well, cool, isn't that good? Okay, this opens BandLab Online DAW, Digital Audio Workstation, the main space where you will record, edit, and build everything. Okay, so it just told me what I'm looking at. That was chat's first thing about teaching me anything. It's teaching me what I'm looking at first. Okay, so identifying me with what I'm looking at. Once you're in the studio, it'll ask you what type of track you want to start with. Okay, let me see if I see that. You can take the introduction tour at any time later by going to the help session under the menu top left of the screen. Okay, cool. Awesome. I see that help sign. I see the mastering. I see the invite. I see publish. I see play. I see rewind, record. I see project, edit, tools, view, settings, help, exit. I see shortcuts. I think I need to push got it. Okay. And you all should see this. All right. So now it says, once you're in the studio, it'll ask you what type of track you want to create. You'll see buttons like voice audio. I don't quite see it yet, but let's see if we can scroll around. Voice audio. Maybe I need to open this up wide. Do I see voice audio? So this is when I take a picture. I'll say, chat, I'm going to take a picture. I don't see voice audio. And if you see it, let me know out there. But I'll take a picture, right? I'll show chat my screen. Boom, just took the picture. She's reading it. She's gonna look at what, and I say she, I don't know why. Okay. So it's reading it. It says, now here's what to do next. Since voice audio isn't visible yet, step by step, add your voice track. So sometimes it can make some mistakes. Not saying that they're big mistakes, but you have to notice when what they're telling you to look for is not there and make that next move like I did. Okay, look, I want you to become familiar with the format I'm looking at, and maybe you'll readjust what you're telling me because of an update you might not have recognized. Okay, and it says look at the far left panel. Okay, and it says just under the red track timeline you'll see a small plus. Okay, I see the small plus. Boom. Now think about this. I'm learning by myself. Nobody's here teaching me this, but Chat GPT is teaching me right now how to record my own music. Okay, here we go. Okay, click that plus add track. I did. A window should pop up that gives you options for the type of track. Here you will finally see voice mic, instruments, looper loops, import. I see voice audio, virtual instruments, drum machine, sampler, guitar, bass. Okay? It says click voice mic or voice audio. Okay, I can do that. The name might vary slightly. See, sometimes it doesn't catch an update. BandLab wants to catch my mic. Boom, there you go, you got it. There go my mic. Now, something earlier was going on, right? And I didn't recognize the problem. I was like, and it might happen. Your device disconnected. Microphone array real talk. Anyway, I'm gonna have to connect to my mic through my monitor, which it's been something's been different about that, but we still gonna run it. Okay. So your mic settings will activate. Boom. I see them. Your mic settings will activate. You'll see the level meter moving if your mic is working. Input level. Okay. I see that. Input level. That's what's moving. You see it right there? I'm going to put my mouse right there where it is. That's the input level, and that's that volume. It looks like it's moving, tracking what I'm doing. All right. You'll see the level meter moving. If your mic is working, you may get a browser pop-up asking for microphone access. Okay. It did. Peace and blessings, family. You'll be able to hear me in a minute. What I'm doing is trying to set up my band lab. And for those of you who haven't been catching it live and you catch it later, I'm showing you how to absolutely use Chat GPT to, right now, I'm going to record my own music. I've never been a recorder. I always paid for studio time. Shout out to Trilly, Millie. And but this is just something I want to use as a model to show you how absolutely important incorporating ChatGPT into any small business that you do, how important it is. But I'm wanting to connect my my microphone, and it says it's reading my input. So it's not like it's not there. It's got microphone array. Okay, so looks like I'm good there. Let's see if it still hear me. It catches that too. Okay. But that was for communications. All right, I think I'm ready to move to the next step. everything's pretty okay. Okay, it says click voice mic. Oh, I already did that. Okay. It says you'll see the level meter moving. If your mic is working, you may get a browser pop-up asking for microphone access. Click allow. Once the mic track is open, hit the red record button at the top. The resurrection class is live and rising. I click stop. You'll see the waveform appear in the track. Do I see it? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Okay. Okay, now what it's telling me now is I will see it appear in the track. Where will I find the track? Chat. How to find and add the voice track in BandLab. Look on the far left, just under the black track. Timeline with the red bar and ruler numbers 0, 5, 10, 15. Buddy. Nope, don't see it. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. The resurrection class is live and rising. Okay. It did record, family. It did record. I just don't see the track that they're talking about. The resurrection class is live and rising. Okay, and this says it is the. Okay, I'm noticing I can't go up and down. Okay, we're gonna pause there. And before I move in, chat, I want this to be digested in my system. Now that I'm understanding rather what I'm looking at. Right here it tells me that this enables the metronome, which I don't want. Not right now, I don't think. These are my zoom buttons. These are my volumes. Okay, I just lit up my page. And I'm going to take a picture and say something like, my mouse should be on my track, but I don't know how to access it. Is this the actual track, or is there another way to access it? So now I'll just load my picture into my camera and kind of prove to them that I'm on what I think it is. And this is chat, and let's see what chat says. Yes, you're in the right place now. You have officially added your voice track, and you're now fully inside the vocal interface. Here's what you got showing and what to do next. You're seeing voice audio, track selected. Input is set to your microphone, correct? All of that's correct. Auto pitch effects panel is on, correct? This is my auto pitch panel right here. This is the input panel right here. This is the voice audio right here. Okay. Monitoring button is active, correct? There's my monitoring button. Let's see. You can hear yourself if using headphones. Okay, cool. I'm not using headphones, but I will be. This is the perfect starting point to record your first resurrection track. Step by step to record your voice. Now remember, this is chat. Mic test. Optional but recommended. Talking to your mic. Watch the input level bar light up. If it moves, you're ready. If not, check the drop down and make sure mic check. You know, I actually don't think I'm connected to my monitor. So I think what I'm going to do is run that back. I want to reconnect to my monitor, right? But anyway, talking into my mic works. I see input level. It's moving up and down just like it wants. But I have a monitor. I have an actual monitor that I actually want to use. And it deals with play. Anyway, maybe I don't need that. And I don't quite know if I'm talking through zoom out. Oh, that's cool. All right. Wow. Mic check. That's cool. Okay. So now I think I'm ready to go to the next level, but what I still want to do, it said I'm here. So let me get some more knowledge. Turn off auto pitch. Okay. I'll turn it off. All right. Mic check. unless you're trying to sing with pitch correction. You can toggle that auto pitch switch off. I may need that. But if you want to explore effects later, you can leave it on and choose fun styles like classic big harmony chip. Hit record, press the red circle at the top of the screen. Speak your line clearly. Okay. Resurrection class is live and rising. I like. A waveform. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It said I should see a wave form. Ah, there it is. And what it's saying is basically you're gonna have to open up this whole screen, bruh. Okay, I see it. Look at that. This is the same. Oh man, you're in trouble. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody is in trouble. And do you know why, family? Because all of the content creating models, the formats are exactly the same. I'm familiar now with dang everything I'm looking at, but I'm still about to read because I want to learn. Chat's gonna teach me. The knowledge is free, basically. I pay $20 a month, but that's neither here nor there. It says after this, let's see. I just wanna be a black man. I don't wanna be nobody else. I just want a freedom black land. I don't wanna be nobody else. Okay, bro, I fixed it. I'm just freestyling. I'm just trying to figure something out, right? Okay. I don't know how much it is. Okay. Not even recording much. Okay. Oh. Okay. So it's like, okay. You can stretch out the track. It's like, okay, you can stretch out the track. Okay, let's see what that means. Does that make sense? Okay. This is what I'm about to do. I'm about to go right there. I think that's the main track line, right? Not right about that. I can say. See, keep stopping. Alright, now watch this. Now I'm sitting here fighting with this track, right? Chat. I push record, and it will only allow me to run 1 to maybe 2 seconds of my recording, and it automatically stops Why? I don't understand. Now this is me learning, not how to, I don't know anything about operating, recording systems. Not like this, right? Reason number one, microphone access problem. BandLab might not be getting a full mic signal due to browser or system settings. Fix it. Look at your browser's address bar, top of the screen, okay? You should see a lock icon next to the URL. Well, here's the URL, and there's the lock. Okay. Click it and check microphone. Microphone's there. Sounds automatic. It says refresh the page. Okay, how do you do that? Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to take a picture, show it, this new page that popped up, and I'm going to say, this is the page that popped up after I did that. Something simple. Step one, click voice audio top left orange box. Voice audio, boom. All right, it took me in there. Capture your voice or any sound. Okay, I see a lot of little stuff right there. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. You hear my son in there singing with me? He's so cool. I'm gonna have to go get him. He's a sweet man. He's sitting right here. I can see him right here. But I am in my man cave. Did I stop it? I did stop it. No, I didn't. I stopped recording. Then you push stop, and then you can play it. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so now I can say something like, okay, chat, I have a small background tune going. It starts at the 1 and it ends at the 8. I want to bring this out. I see where my vocals start. I see where my vocals stop. I want to bring out what I've done. Maybe do a double up, making one sound a little different than the other one. Can you help me? I'm going to play this for y'all.
Absolutely, Brother Yaya. Now we're getting into studio layering and pro sound design. You're moving from just recording into mixing and creative production. Let's elevate that resurrection sound step by step. Your goal, you've got a background track, bars 1 to 8, a vocal track, you know where it starts and stops. Now you want to, 1, duplicate the vocal, 2, make the copy sound slightly different for depth, 3, Possibly add effects like echo, reverb, pitch, or panning. Step 1, duplicate your vocal track. How to do it. 1. Click the vocal clip, the waveform to highlight it. 2. Press Ctrl-C, copy. 3. Move your playhead slightly over, like down to a new track, or just past the original. 4. Press Ctrl-V, paste. You now have 2 identical vocal clips, one on top, one on bottom. Back to step 2. Add effects to the copy. Now let's change the second one slightly. Option 1, lower the pitch 1. Click on the copied clip. 2. Go to the FX tab, bottom or top left, depending on layout. 3. Choose Pitch Shifter. 4. Drop it by -2 or -3 semitones for a deep effect, or raise it slightly for a unique harmonic overlay. Option 2. Add Echo Reverb 1. Click the copied clip. 2. Open FX Rack. 3. Add Reverb, set it to small room or plate. Delay Echo. Low mix, short delay for thickness. 4. Adjust the wet-dry mix to taste, usually about 20 to 40% blend. Option 3. Pan left and right. To make it feel wide, 1. Pan the original vocal a little to the left, -20%. 2. Pan the copy to the right, 20%. This creates a wider stereo sound like Pro Studio vocals. Step 3. Adjust volume levels. Keep the main vocal louder, 100%. Drop the double track to about 70% volume. This keeps your lead clear while still adding flavor underneath. Bonus tip, try radio voice or lo-fi. On the duplicate BandLab has effect presets under FX like old radio for gritty distortion, lo-fi, vintage warmth, bassy delay, perfect for deep messages. Once you've applied all of that, play it back with headphones on to hear the difference.
So, as you can see, I lost my page. But anyway, it's a part of the process. So we're gonna go to new project, but I've learned something. And I know now how to get exactly into my device. I know I need to turn my mics on. This is trial and error. This is now the steps I don't have to ask Siri about, right? I know now how to come down here, turn this on. It said turn my pitch off. Remember, I didn't know that a second ago. Chat taught me that. And so I can easily come back in here and do it again. Okay. I get it. Okay, so each time, especially when I do like here, I might say, mm, 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 okay, stop it there, right? Then it says we want to make a new track, right? So there's my new track. So then it told me click this one. I'll click it and I say Control C. And then if I come down to my second track, I push Control E. Check it out, fam. So now I've done something. I didn't know that. Chat taught me that. So imagine the time I would have wasted me not having a system that helps me do what it is that I'm trying to do. That's my point. Yes, I'm trying to create a track, but really, I'm trying to help you understand that there are system builders out there. And I'm gonna try something. It says move it over slightly. Second step is now let's change the second one slightly. Lower the pitch. Click on the copy clip. Go to the FX tab. Okay, it's already clicked. This is the first one. This is the second one. I'll go to the FX tab. It says bottom or top left, depending on my layout. Choose pitch shifter. I didn't quite see that, but I think it's just talking about right here. Let's see. Pitch shifter. There it is. You see it? Oh yeah. Okay, it says drop it by 2 or 3 semitones. For a deep effect, or raise it slightly for unique harmonic overlay. I'm looking around here like, what the heck are you talking about, buddy? But oh, you collapsed the track right there, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. It's making sense. So the semitones are ST abbreviated. So if it's at 5, I need to come down to something like 3. Right? Okay. Okay. Now let's hear it. That's crazy. What do y'all think about that? Oh, I'm smiling over here like I got a brand new track created. When all I did was I was willing to take time and read. One of our biggest problems in our community is we don't like to read too long about anything. And we're willing to listen to you tell us how to do it, but we don't want to do it for ourselves. Y'all know Elijah Muhammad came to change that in us. So we just really need to think about it from a different perspective, family. I actually like what I just did, right? So I guess it's saying if you want to go harder, then you gotta add another track, boy. Okay. So here I am, and I'm on my track, right? All right. We don't wanna waste the time. Okay, let's see. I like it. What would we say, family? Huh? Now remember, we just seeing what we can do. I like it. What do I do with it? Oh, I don't know. What I do with that, man. Huh? I don't know. What to do with that? What about y'all? Something just happened. Did you see it? Oh, it's right there. Okay, we don't want this. We just don't want it. But we understand what we've done is great. Okay, so I could basically create all kinds of stuff from here, right? This is a platform that I could use now. Man, I can create music that people can share and use on TikTok. I can do it on YouTube. I can scale my own music, right? Well, family, I think I'm gonna get started, and I will tune off, and I will let you guys know how it turned out. How's that? All right. Peace and blessings, family. Thank you for tuning in. This is your brother Yaya with another episode of